What's good, y'all? L Famous, living my life, not thinking about it twice. Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share this dope content if you like it. You heard? Let's get it. Let's get it. Now, this joint here is about snitching. Snitching in prison. You heard? Because I could be here all day and for years talking about people snitching on the street. You heard? But let me tell y'all people on the street, it's a lot of snitching that goes on in prison that's not being talked about on YouTube. And I'm going to give it to you. Upstate New York, New York State prison system, you don't have to just be in the street to get snitched on. You heard? It's a whole bunch of snitching that's going on in the jail system. You heard? And let me start with number one. Now, the number one snitching that's going on in the jail system is it has to be drugs, contraband. You heard? Yo, I'm telling y'all youngsters, yo, you couldn't even smoke a joint up there. At some jails, you can't even smoke a joint. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have for you to do drugs in prison. You gotta have some sort of mentality like you don't care. You know what I'm saying? You don't care, or you don't care about nothing. You still don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody that care is really not doing drugs. Cause there was times when I landed in certain jails, and the way that I moved, I had to stop using drugs. You know what I'm saying? I had to stop smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Because if I knew that the type of person that I was, that'd be an easy weapon against me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody will tell on me in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter how much good I'm doing. I could be in a program doing this. I could be in a school getting my GED. I could be doing this. I could be doing that. But if I'm smoking weed carelessly and recklessly, the wrong people see me, and the wrong people that know what I'm doing or know that it's me, and they scared of me or whatever, they use that to get rid of me. You know what I'm saying? They drop a slip through the mail, or they go or they tell they favorite they favorite CEO. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you the truth. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just on the marijuana tip. That's if you a smoker. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of dudes that get told that mess with that dope. You know what I'm saying? Dudes that mess with that dope. You know what I'm saying? They get told on because different reasons. They might have some dope and they might not share it. You know what I'm saying? With niggas. So the dude that you didn't share it with might drop a slip on you and get you locked up and get you a urinalysis for that dope. You know what I'm saying? So, or he might tell that you getting it from a visit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that get told on when they get in the bag on the visit. They get told on, man. A lot of them people get told on, and the administration be letting them do what they do for a certain amount of time until they catch them red-handed. You know what I'm saying? And when they catch you red-handed, they got you red-handed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, man, it's ugly up there with them drugs. You know what I'm saying? It's ugly. And I'm not finished yet. I'm not finished yet with drugs. I'm not finished yet. A lot of people get told on for drugs up north. I just was telling you of using it. Like if you smoke marijuana, you know what I'm saying, you're likely to get told on. Somebody will drop a slip on you. Such and such cell was smoking weed last night. Everybody cell crack, your cell don't crack. Two police come down there to escort you to the urinalysis. You heard? You like, oh shit, you was getting nothing but highs yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you probably wasn't even drinking water. You heard? I'm telling you, B. So a lot of people get told on on that. Then people be using the dope. You know what I'm saying? And then they don't want to share their dope. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be thirsty and be using up all their dope. Niggas don't be sharing their dope like that. Niggas will tell on you for that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will tell on you for that. Especially if they can't do nothing to you. They can't beat you or nothing. Cause it's niggas that get the bag that, you know, everybody ain't getting pressed. You know what I'm saying? It's niggas that get the bag that they hold they shit down. You know what I'm saying? They give it a little bit out to peoples, but they don't be Niggas don't be getting pressed. Everybody ain't getting pressed. But it is a larger amount of people that do that, that get that bag and they get pressed, man. So, all that, getting drugs in jail is not a good thing to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't recommend it. You know what I'm saying? Some of them cool guys that you see come home with a lot of cuts on their face and all that. A lot of them dudes was getting drugs, getting blown too. You heard? Because they get flipped on. You heard? Bloom. Niggas getting blown. You heard? Or getting blown up for that bag. You heard? Niggas can't hold that shit down. A good 90% of people that get the bag can't hold it down. I'm saying it. You heard? I was in the maxes. Boom. And that's not to shatter none of y'all dudes that used to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all. A lot of y'all dudes that used to get the bag, y'all thought y'all was holding it down. Y'all thought y'all was peoples, but y'all dudes was really getting squeezed. You heard? Silent extortion. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Friendly extortion. You heard? Everybody, real G's know what it is. Real G's know about friendly extortion. It exists. It exists. Believe me, it exists. A lot of dudes think they mans and think they peoples. No, you ain't mans and you ain't peoples. You getting friendly extorted. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Then you got dudes that tell on you. You got dudes that go get shit in the yard. They go get dope from you. They go get dope from you. They go get dope from you. You know what I'm saying? And then they sign in under another nigga name. You heard? Word, B. A lot of that was going on when I was up north. That was going on more than people getting stabbed. I'm telling you the truth. Up north. You heard? People getting drugs and signing in was going on more than people getting stabbed. You heard? Know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, B. There's a lot of meatballs up there. You heard? Doing a lot of sucker shit for them drugs. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of telling going on with drugs. You know what I'm saying? If you into that drug life and you be in prison, believe you're going to get told on one way or another. You're going to get told on for a dirty urine. You're going to get told in because you trying to sell, or they're going to say that you sold drugs to them. You know what I'm saying? And then you going to do something to them, or you owe them money, or they're going to say that you got them hit over drugs that they owe money and they ain't pay you. So you got them hit or whatever. They're going to tell on that. They're going to say you got them hit. I'm telling you. So it's mad niggas telling in jail. Don't think that niggas is only telling out here in the street. Niggas is telling in jail. I'm telling you. Dudes is telling in jail. And it's a ratio of them niggas. Because there's a lot of niggas that drop slips. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of niggas that's undercover tellers. You heard? So boom. You got those niggas telling, right? Drugs. Then, all right, you got shit starters that tell. What's a shit starter? A dude that start trouble, but when you give it to him, he tell on you. Yeah. It's dudes that they start something with you. They either steal from your cell, they try to play you in front of people, try to act like they tougher than you, or they bigger than you, or they try to put you in a situation where they trying to play you in front of people. Or they steal something from you, or they talking about you in a negative way, and it's going on so much that you hearing about it that you gotta confront a nigga about it. You understand what I'm saying? And you wind up doing something to their ass, giving them what they wanted, because that's what they asked for. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you probably didn't want to give it to them, but you gave it to them, right? Because that's what they wanted. And then they tell on you. You heard? You either blew them or you stabbed them, and they tell on you. And dudes be sitting around like, yo, locked up. And dudes be bugging. And dude that got banged up being IPC and PC, and he snitched. And he don't care. He don't give a damn about niggas in the yard feeling a way about him telling, because he looking at niggas like, niggas, I got stabbed. Y'all let that nigga stab me. You heard? Know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, it's a lot of tellers in jail. So shit start a lot of trouble. You gonna get you get people that start trouble with you, and then when you give them what they asked for, next thing you know, they tell on you. You know what I'm saying? So prepare. So, and then they giving new ones now. So you different spot depending on what spot you in. You don't want to get caught stabbing and cutting nobody, because that's a new one. You heard? And the nigga tell on you, it's definitely a new one. Outside, 3 to 6, you heard? Try to take it to trial, you blow, they gon' fry you in them little towns. You heard? They gonna fry you in them little cracker towns. They gonna fry you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of telling going on in jail. And then you got regular dudes. You stab the wrong person, dude might not just be about that life. He gonna tell on you. So, it's a 50-50 chance with stabbing dudes, because you got dudes that play tough, and when you stab them or cut them, they tell on you. Now, I heard dudes is getting lawsuits. Every time a dude get cut now, they want lawsuits. I came up one time when dudes was getting cut, dudes wasn't getting lawsuits. Dudes was wearing that as a badge of honor. You know what I'm saying? They was wearing their scars, stab wounds and collapsed lungs and buck 50s and everything. You heard? Dudes was wearing them. Then in the thousands, dudes started catching lawsuits. Dudes started saying, I ain't going home broke with a scar. You know what I'm saying? So dudes said, I'm gonna go home with some money with a scar, I guess. These dudes is bugged out in jail, B. Them dudes is bugged out in jail, B. You know what I'm saying? If you ever do any time, the best thing to do is stay away from everybody. Act like, don't even get down with nothing, B. Be self-made, self-educated. Stick to yourself. That don't mean that don't kick it with nobody, don't befriend nobody. That just mean, I'm telling you, man, don't get down with nothing, man, because everything in there is weirdo. Everything. You heard? Everything is weirdo in there, B. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta whatchamacallit, to be out here on the street to get told on. You can go to jail and get told on. Anything you do in jail, somebody that's gonna tell on you. Go to some of my stories. I got told on in the story. I got told on by an old timer. You heard? I wasn't even, nigga, he stabbed a nigga in the yard and he blamed me for it. He did some old school shit to a nigga. You heard? Nigga had us in call outs. Nigga had us in, he helped us get our guns to the yard. All of that, B. He was setting us up. You heard? Telling you, B. And another old timer told me that. I didn't know that all off the top of my head, because I was young-minded and I was new to that up north thing. It don't matter how much time you got. It don't matter how real you think you is. It's things you don't know. Things only time could tell. You heard? Things only time could tell you. You heard? So it took another old-timer guard body dude, ball from out of Brooklyn that did 37 years. He ran up to me. He said, yeah, man, that dude was lining y'all up, man. It was that dude that told on you and blamed that joint on you, man. You heard? And he stabbed the dude in the yard over a chump. You heard? And he got me locked up for it. And the administration knew I ain't do it, so they gave me 10 months in the box for it. Because I had nothing but assault on my record. I could have got 18 months, 2 years for that. You know what I'm saying? But they know I ain't do that shit, so they gave me 10 months in the box and sent me on to Southport. So you can get told on, B. I got told on. You heard? After you put in work in there, you might get away with the work. Next day, you get told on. I told you, I got a story like that. My man Star, that happened to my man Star. He blew 2 niggas in the yard. They told on him the next day. See what I mean? Somebody in that yard told on him. That seen it, what happened, or heard what happened. Know what I'm saying? Dudes be plugged in. Know what I'm saying? It be dudes dropping slips. It be dudes working with the boys, working with a CO, a special CO. Then you got dudes that be working with the intelligence COs in the building that be in the jails. Telling you, B. I remember in Wendy, you had the sucker dude Miguel. He had the chaplain. He used to snitch to the chaplain. He could get anybody moved. They was running down on dudes with urinalysis, all kind of stuff. You heard? He ain't even had to go to the CO or nothing. He was going to the chaplain. You heard? He was going to the chaplain. You heard? So dudes be snitching, be in jail, in prison. You heard? So youngsters, man, yo, you ain't got to be out here to watch dudes snitching. Dudes is snitching in jail. Stay out of there, man. Stay away from these dudes in the street and stay away from them dudes in jail. I'm telling you.